adventurers, and welcome back to Abnormal Voyages. My name is David, and we are in Beaumont, Texas, to check out some awesome things today. Our first thing is actually right here behind me. This beautiful structure here is the world's largest working fire hydrant. Though it is not the world's largest fire hydrant altogether, it is the world's largest one that's actually working. Donated in 1999 by the Walt Disney Company as a promotional stunt for the re-release of the animated classic 101 Dalmatians. This awesome fire hydrant weighs about 4,500 pounds and can blast out 1,500 gallons of water per minute. So a little detail that I actually really enjoyed. We have the giant hydrant over here, but all around it we have these little ones here. I think that's a really cool way to just make the square that much more interesting. And they run all the way down there. I love it. The giant hydrant is located here at the Fire Museum of Texas. Let's go inside and check it out. Unfortunately, the museum was closed, but that's alright. We'll just move on to our next location. Now we've reached Spindletop-Gladys City Boomtown, a complete recreation of a turn-of-the-century Boomtown. Here we have the barber shop, full tonsorial service, teeth pulled. I don't know if I want any teeth pulled, but let's check it out. As you can see, lots of turn-of-the-century things here that were used in actual barbershops. We even got a chart with some prices over here. Look at that. Haircut for 25 cents. Not bad at all. I don't know if I trust anybody for a quarter haircut though. And here's a little story of the gusher that actually created this boomtown. Before they struck oil at Spindletop, this was a town of about 9,000 people, and then overnight it became a boomtown with 50,000 plus people. Oof. No boomtown to be complete without a saloon. Boys, if you are not 21, do not come in. Wow. Please don't spit on the floor. I feel like that is a rule that we can all still very much agree with. It's a gorgeous bar. Can't just imagine this place being filled up. Playing some music over there. People grabbing drinks. Made for a mighty fine night, I'm sure. A quick jaunt over from the saloon. We have United States Post Office. Guffey, Texas. I think the fire extinguisher there is probably a little more modern. Okay. We got a wanted poster there. A sign from somebody who's looking for his dog digger. I hope he finds him. A signature from the president with the seal. You can get your money orders done here. Here's an actual postcard that was sent from Main Street Guffey. And then you can buy your stamps, get your letters all sorted out right here. Let's see, we'll actually go behind here. And from here, you could see the whole post office and help out everybody as they came up. While looking out, checking out the town, making sure everything's okay. And here's another authentic postcard. This was sent September 9th, 1908. And a very fetching portrait of William McKinley. Okay, I think we have our letters sorted out. Let's go see what else we can find. Moving on, we come to staple and fancy groceries. Cigars. This is the general store here. See, general merchandise. Lion Coffee. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that brand, but I like how thick that lion is. He's definitely not hurting for food. Here people were able to come in and get pretty much any goods they needed. Get some bread. A lot of food products, of course. Different measuring systems depending on what they were buying. Oh, you could sit down and enjoy a nice game of checkers. But that was a nice way to beat the heat some days. Anything you need, they'd have it right here for you. Now outside the general store, we got a sign here that says rooms. Let's see if we can get into them. And of course you get a lovely view. Some of the town. Well, here we go, moment of truth. So these are what the rooms looked like to people that they rented out. Nothing fancy, but it beats sleeping outside in a tent, that's for sure. Got a little crib with a teddy bear there. And then a dining room where everyone could eat together. Just because you're in a boomtown doesn't mean you can't still be a family. And I'm sure these rooms went for a reasonable rate. Much fancier than I thought. All right. Let's go look around. Now, in the Boomtown days, property was at a premium and space had to be saved wherever you could. So in here, they actually had the stock market, lawyer's office, and the printing press, all in one building. So there's the oil exchange and board. And if you went right over here, you'd run into the law offices in case you needed to have any certificates or important things pulled up. A lot of paperwork and things, they'd do it right here. And right down the hall, you had your printing shop. So you could print out anything you needed here, and then get it right over to the lawyer's office there to sign off on it. Definitely convenient having all these things here in one. Views of Spindletop. This was the photography center. Photography shop. Oh, wow. Some of these old cameras are gorgeous. Crazy to think how far we've come. Imagine having to wheel one of these big things out every time you wanted to take a picture. Here are postcards from the times. So some of these pictures were actually taken by cameras very similar to the ones we just saw. And some more old-fashioned cameras down here. Photography has most certainly always been an art, especially using tools like these. Here at Spindletop on January 10th, 1901, the Lucas Gusher was the very first big hit of the Texas oil boom. Behind me here we have a recreation of the Lucas Gusher, and they're going to be doing a reenactment of water that is due to go off any minute now. It'll give you a good idea of what it looked like back on that fateful day. And there we have the recreation of the Lucas Gusher. Our next stop is here at the Art Museum of Southeast Texas. Now the inside of the museum is very, very quiet, so instead of talking over the entire thing, I'm just going to show you some of the art with some nice music over it. Enjoy! We have a gorgeous little sculpture garden out here. I like this. It's a little junk fairy. It's even got some hair. I want to be honest, I'm not quite sure what this is. But it's artistic. And that's what counts. A very curvy rock. This is actually why the museum's rated PG-13 right here. You can take a load off on this artistic bench. Oh, I love this guy. This is great. I would totally put this in my yard. It looks like a very friendly little lizard. Hi, buddy. cap it off with a nice little table there. Considering it is well over 90 degrees out here, I am betting that rock is nice and hot. That art was absolutely one of a kind. Well, thank you for tagging along today. From Beaumont, Texas, this is David signing off. Thank you for watching Abnormal Voyages, and I can't wait for the next one. See you later.